Hello friends, it's Shelby, and today's craft might give you a little bit of Beauty and the Beast vibes, but what we are going to be doing is taking this, which is seriously one of the most beautiful roses I've ever dried. It was like this dual colored paint splattered rose. I wanted to say in real life, but like it's still in real life, but then I dried it and it's beautiful. It's absolutely one of the most beautiful roses ever, and I really want to show it off, and I really want to protect it because dried roses are incredibly brittle and they can like break and crumble. Like I don't really mind this leaf, so I'll just pull that off. You see, like, I don't want that to happen to the actual beautiful rose. So I want to protect that, and I need to encase it to do that. So today what we are doing is we are making a rose snow globe, which is kind of cool. So I have this, which is just like a little drinking glass, and I'm gonna sacrifice it for the sake of crafting. But it's just like a clear little drinking glass. It's got a little dome, so imagine it like this with a rose inside, hence the Beauty and the Beast vibes. But we're going to be using this and some hot glue and some gold flake. What is this? Gold gilding? Why can't I think? Gold leaf. We're gonna be using some gold leaf flakes that I got from the craft store a long time ago. I used these in my hair like 2 years ago. Long time ago, still have some. Love these. They're just beautiful. Like honestly, they are beautiful and very cost effective. So that's basically everything you need. I'm gonna be using my new glue gun, which I love, and I will link everything you need down in the description below if you would like to make your very own. Start off by drawing yourself a beautiful rose to use as the centerpiece of the snow globe. So first things first, I'm going to set up a little box so you can see, and then I have piece of cardboard and just a white piece of paper, nothing super fancy. I'm gonna set them down, just the paper on top of the cardboard, just like this, and put my glass upside down on top of them. And go ahead and get a pen, and you're just gonna trace along the outside of the glass. We're gonna cut this out. You know how to do this, so just go ahead and trace your circle, just like that. And then we're gonna put it on the cardboard and get some scissors and just cut our circle out. And this is going to be the bottom of the snow globe. Here we go. So I'm going to cut my circle out. I'm just gonna leave it on the cardboard because that makes it a little bit easier for me. And I have a nice clean line with my pen, which also makes it easier for me. And we're just going to carefully cut a lovely little circle out of both of them at the same time. There we go. Because there's not gonna be any liquid in here, it's not super important that everything is an exact match, but that being said, there is going to be like the gold leaf flakes, and you don't want those going all over, especially if you use something really small like glitter. Like make sure that this actually pretty well seals your cup. That's important. Now that we have the bottom, I'm going to take this opportunity to use just the smallest amount of Mod Podge, mainly because it's in front of me and my big Elmer's glue is tucked away in the cupboard. Also, I have like this giant jar and I have to go through it. So I have some on the lid, and I'm going to put it on top of my cardboard and just kind of use that to seal the paper down to the top of it. There's not going to be any weight to it. I just kind of need it to like, I don't know, stick. So mainly I just did that to make the top of the cardboard white. It's cardboard on the back, white on top, and I did that because this cardboard used to be the box of my new hair straightener. So I don't want, you know, it to look like that inside the snow globe next to the rose. So I just glued down the white paper there. So go ahead and plug your glue gun in. This one is awesome. It's also brand new. This was a gift and I'm like super obsessed with it. So this is the Boswell Hot Melt Glue Gun. But look at this tip. It's got like a big long tip so I don't burn myself, and it's so nice. It's so nice. So we're gonna set this up to heat off to the side. We are going to start, what are we gonna start with? We are going to start with the little paper covered cardboard right on top there. And I realize you can't see it because it's white and the box is also white, but bear with me. This craft, for whatever reason, I'm not feeling glitter on, although glitter probably would be the better choice, but I'm feeling gold leaf, so I'm gonna be putting gold leaf in there. Oh my gosh, it goes everywhere, and that is such a bonus. Look at this, it's beautiful. Nice big sheets of it. A little bit more, a little bit more. I know, should I add glitter too? I don't know, I feel like I need glitter too. I don't want to take away from the beauty of the rose. Like, that's the whole point. It's the rose is being shown off, but like, you know, gold gilding never hurt anything. So we're just gonna add just a little bit more, just a little bit. There we go, there we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, I want to leave the pieces big because the more I shake it and time goes on, they are going to break up because this stuff is incredibly delicate. There we go, look at that. I just want to make sure all the pieces aren't connected. Beautiful. Wow. Come on, there we go. And this little piece here, I didn't forget you. Boom. All right, I feel like that's enough. That's a lot. It's pretty, we're gonna roll with it. This is gonna get sealed up. And, ooh, this is leaking all over my table and I should have put something down and I didn't. So back to your cardboard square and your rose. You wanna make sure that you have enough room for it. So I'm going to cut it right here. Get a nice dollop of glue just in the center of the paper. This might take a little bit to build up, just so you know. And put a big dollop of glue. The thing is that a rose is vertical weight, and if there's any amount of like tilt, it's gonna drag it down. So make a big dollop of glue in the center. You can see that, kinda? Yeah, you can kind of see that. Push your stem right into the center of it so it like really encases it, and then hold it and let it dry. That's really important. Like, keep it upright, hold it and let it dry, and you're going to need to build the hot glue up around it. I know I've never done this before, but like, trust me, I know how hot glue and gravity works. I do a lot with hot glue, and you need to build it up or it's just not going to hold your rose in place, and that's what you want it to do. So go ahead and build it up. You have the bonus that the hot glue is like basically clear and translucent, so don't worry too much about that. You're not going to see too much of it. There we go. So this is drying. It's going to take a second to dry, and I need to hold the rose while it's drying, but you can see it goes all the way up the stem. Super, super important. So we're going to do that. And we're just going to hold it, and with gravity, like you built it up in like a triangle, right? Like a little glob triangle. It's going to be rolling down the flower stem and like fanning out. Can't really be helped if you have like a little, well, I have this, which is nice. I was gonna say like a little toothpick, but I didn't prep with that. Or even your rose stem, you can kind of use it to like move the glue back up the side of the flower. You know, try not to make too much of a mess, but like you're trying to build a support structure here and like a little column of glue that's encasing the flower stem and holding it upright. You don't just want like a tiniest little bit of glue at the base of the stem. It just won't hold it, like it won't. You see, if you just leave it to itself, ooh, not good. You gotta hold it. Okay. And do that. I'm gonna go back for a little bit of gold leaf, just a touch. No, come on. There we go, it's still drying. While it's drying, the glue's wet, I'm just gonna hide the base with a little bit of gold gilding, because why not? We're just gonna put it on the spots where the glue is exposed and you can see it. And the point of this is just to look like the gilding that's in the snow globe has like collected around the base of the rose. And also so you don't see the giant pile of hot glue, because like it's translucent, but you can still see it, right? So let's hide that. If you want, you don't have to use just like white paper. You could use like fancy gold spray painted paper or metallic paper or basically anything you want, but I think this is fine for now. I don't want to take away too much attention from the rose because this is a really unique rose. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. I was so excited when I first saw it because I was just like, it's this beautiful paint splattered rose. Like, it's amazing. So I really want that to be the focus, but like, you know, a little gold gilding never hurt anything. So there we go. It's basically dry. It's not completely hard yet, but for the most part it is, and it is holding the rose up. So that is how you know it's dry. I've got a little bit I need to clean up here. There we go. Let's just pull those off like that. That looks pretty good. I'm very happy with that. So that is going to go upside down into our cup, just like this. Make sure it fits. Oh, so good. All right, so the next step, take your glue gun and move quickly. So you can just kind of like put it on top there if you want. Do a circle of hot glue all the way around the outside of your paper and cardboard. If you want, you can just tuck a little bit of glue on the edges in between the paper and cardboard just so it sits nicely. I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem, but we'll just do that before we actually glue it all together. Just tiny little amounts. Let's get the edges down. There we go. I think that looks nice. All right, so if you want to chicken out, you can put it around the edge of the cup, which I think I'm actually gonna do. So we're gonna do that. I love the little tip on this glue gun. It's so nice. It's only slightly whiter than the tip of the glass, or the edge of the glass, so it actually works quite well. Here we go. Nice layer of hot glue. Put our rose up here. Let's flip this around. No, I did that wrong. Oh man, did I do that wrong. Fail and a half. Gosh, don't do that. What was I thinking? Oh man, I can't believe I just did that. You ever just like put a bunch of stuff in the bottom of a cup and then forget it's there? Turn it over. At least it wasn't liquid, but still. Unbelievable. All right, there we go. I was sounding like I knew what I was doing up until that point, right? It sounded good. All right, let's just get as much of this away from the edges as we can. And now they're drying and it's not even as good, but whatever, we're gonna do it. We're gonna seal it down. Boom, sealed. Not nearly as clean as it would have been if I had done it correctly and it was like 45 seconds less dry, but whatever, this is happening. All right, so we're gonna go around and just seal the edges with the glue gun. Make sure you have a nice seal on it. The cardboard and the paper and the glass should be encased by hot glue. Just a little bit, not a ton, just a little bit. Here we go. That looks good to me. A little piece of paper because I'm so overburning myself, and ooh, it's still hot, but going to wipe off the extra hot glue. Use cardboard, paper wasn't smart. There we go, just like that. We're not done yet. We're gonna edge it in gold, and then we'll be done. I'm just gonna go in with this. You can go in with a little bit of gold paint if you want to, but I have this out, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna lay it on the hot glue as it's drying, and that's just gonna edge it in a little bit of gilding. You can add a little bit more hot glue if you didn't move fast enough and it's still, or if it's not still tacky. I haven't used the gold gilding in a while, and I love it. I miss it. I'm gonna start using this a lot. There we go. And you're just kind of hiding the edges of your hot glue, making it look a little bit better. You get the long strips of it for this. Boom, perfect. This stuff is so delicate though. Like any amount of stickiness, it'll take. There we go. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is honestly even better than I was like hoping for. Like I had an idea of what I wanted, but this, oh, it's already so good. There we go. And that was enough gilding to get me all the way around. Super good. Let's kind of press that into the glue a little bit and close the bag before this goes everywhere. And then the edges will just kind of brush off. This stuff is so delicate, it just kind of rubs right off. Press it down, and now there's no hot glue anywhere that's gonna like make an issue for you. And now we're done, and now we can get excited for it. Now we can do the grand reveal. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, you guys. It's beautiful. Like I was saying, it's totally a moment in time. It's a beautiful moment in time. And it is technically like a little gold gild snow globe. You can add more glitter, more gold if you want. Like I said, for me, the rose, that's where it's at. That's the moment. The gold's just kind of there. Can you even say that? Like the gold's just kind of there, but it is, right? Like, oh, that's beautiful. It's super, super beautiful. I love, love, love that. I'm gonna do a zoom in on this so you guys can see it, but like, holy cow, that's amazing. That's totally going on my bookshelf right next to the window because I want the light to like sparkle off the gold. So somewhere where the sunlight can catch it, but this is beautiful. I love this. I hope you guys did too. Like I said, I will do a close-up on it, but thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you here again soon. Bye for now. Look at how pretty this is, you guys. I'm sorry there's an ambulance going in the background, so there's a siren, but like, look at that showstopper. Beautiful. See what I mean about it being in the light? So gorgeous. Would you even know this was a drinking glass? I don't know. I wouldn't. I just think it's beautiful.